These are the finding slope from a graph notes. Alright, slope is how steep a line is. Slope is represented by the fraction rise over run, which I know it's kind of hard to see here in my video. It's rise over run. Okay, so you count from the leftmost point, you count up or down to the other point, and that number goes in the numerator, and that's what we call the rise. That's because we're counting up and down. Okay. Then you count over to the other point, and this number goes in the denominator, and this is called our run because you're going left or right. So when you count up or down, that goes in the numerator. Okay, and when you count left or right, that goes in the denominator. Rise is up and down, run is left and right, and the rise goes in the numerator, the run goes in the denominator. Keep in mind when you're counting up, that would be a positive number. If you're counting down, that would be a negative number. If you're counting left, that would be negative. If you're counting right, that would be positive. Okay, so you need to have the appropriate sign so you have the correct slope. Alright, for the first example, you're going to find the slope of the line that passes through -4, 7 and -6, 4. So you're going to start by plotting each of these points. I'm going to plot -4, 7 first. So when you plot points, you start counting at the origin, okay, and you count left. The first number is your x, and that would be left and right, and then your second number is your y, and that would be up or down. So I'm going to count left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and plot a point there. Okay, then I'm going to plot a point at -6, -4. So again, I start at the origin. I'm going to count left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down 4 because it's negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, and plot a point. Okay, if you connect those 2 points with the line, we are finding the slope of this line. Okay, so when you find the slope, slope is rise over run. So you are going to count from the leftmost point up first, and that'll go in the numerator, and then over to the right, and that'll be our denominator. Okay, so start at your leftmost point, so that's the blue point. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be my rise. It's up, so it's positive. Okay, and then I'm going to count over 1, 2, till I hit the red point. To the right is positive, so my slope would be positive 11 over 2. That doesn't reduce or divide, so I'm going to leave it like that as top heavy. Alright, example 2. Again, I'm going to start by plotting my points. So I'm going to plot -2, -3 first. So start at the origin. I'm going to go left 2, 1, 2, and down 3, 1, 2, 3, and plot a point. Okay, and then I'm going to plot 1, 5. So I start at the origin. I'm going to go right 1 and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I draw a line through those 2 points, that's what I'm counting my slope. Okay, so when you count your slope, you count rise over run. We tell you to start on the leftmost point. That would be the one that I drew in red. So I'm going to start here at this point, and I'm going to count up for my rise and then over for my run. So my rise would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's positive because I went up. And then my run, I would go over 1, 2, 3. And I would land on that blue dot. To the right is positive as well. So this has a positive slope of 8 over 3. Okay, positive lines from left to right going in this direction look like they're going up, so it should have a positive slope, which it does. Alright, last example. Okay, I'm going to plot -3, 3. So I'm going to start at the origin, okay, and count left 3, 1, 2, 3, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. That's going to be my first coordinate. Then I'm going to plot 4, -2. So start at the origin, I'm going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and 2 down, 1, 2. And then plot my point there. If I draw a line through these 2 points, that's the line that I'm finding the slope of. Again, you're going to count rise, which is up and down first, over run, which is left and right. So from your leftmost point, which in this picture is the red point, so I'm going to start here at the red and count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 5, down is negative, so it's going to be a -5, and then over to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. +7 because I went right. So that means your slope is -5 over 7. It's a negative slope, and if you look at your graph from left to right, it looks like the line is going down from left to right, so it should be a negative slope. Okay? So if the line is going up from left to right, it should be a positive fraction. If it goes down from left to right, it should be a negative fraction.